Hey, how you doing? Happy New Year. This is the very first video of 2024 and I've made a lot of changes. I have had the time to reflect on a few things and I want you to share this journey with me. If you haven't yet planned out or even started organizing your life, your business in 2024, you need to get started. So let me jump on over into my computer so I can show you a little bit about what I've been doing. It's not yet completed, but we are making progress. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump into my computer so you can check this out. Okay, we are in my Notion dashboard, guys, and it is wonderful. I've been really diving into Notion. I don't know if you've watched the last couple of videos, but I have mentioned it because I've been working on my life operating system, which is composed of my life's core, which is my business, my family, growth, and some personal. And I do have my daily focus area right here. And these toggle open so it hits where I need it to hit. And I did choose a word. This is my first time doing this. I'm choosing a word for 2024, which is one of my favorite words, is wisdom. And I put the definition here. I have a quote about wisdom that I wrote. So I kind of tweaked it based on things I've read as well as my own personal experience and came up with my own quote in regards to wisdom. So that's right there with the little owl. I have my little motivational video here. So when I'm on my dashboard, I can play it. I have some keyboard shortcuts. I can see the weather here in Arizona. So I have a little forecast widget right there. And then I have everything, my life core right here, mapped out in the databases that is created. Right now, I am about to make a habit tracker to add to this. Now, this type of system takes time to make. It's not something you can make like in a day, a fully functioned system. I like the dark background because I watch the screen all day, every day. So it's easier on my eyes. Plus, I'm getting a little older. I'm not really all that aesthetic but it does look decent for me. I do not need all of the space taken up by pretty little things that's not helping me or my business move in the right direction. Gifts and things like that is not contributing to the bottom line. So I don't feel like I have to put all of that type of aesthetic into my type of dashboards because I want them to be pleasing to me and I want them to be easy to navigate so I can get where I need to get to and not waste time scrolling because I have been researching Notion. I have taken some courses. I have read books. I am currently reading Getting Things Done right now. I've been following a lot of people like Thomas Frank, August Bradley. I've been doing a lot in regards to being able to take all of the knowledge that I have in my head and really make it streamlined and aligned and cohesive to help me reach the goals that I want to reach to, because everything feels like it's scattered all over the place sometimes, especially if you're a polymath like myself. We have all this information and know where to output it, right? We're inputting all of this into us and not outputting it. So it's making us feel overwhelmed, a lot of anxiety, stress, and you just feel like a lot of things is happening. And that is why I decided to, I need to put my life into a system that I can manage that is made around who I am, and it will allow me to get things done. Now, I have some projects in this system already, but not everything needs a project. Some things you just need a tracker, like a habit tracker, where you just want to make sure you do those things every day because you're trying to turn around. You're trying to turn something into a habit to where it's second nature. It's not necessarily a due date or a deadline associated with it. It's just a forever progressing thing that you want to get better at. So those things are combined in a habit tracker, which I am getting ready to make. In my next video, I'm gonna be doing a Notion series so you can see me make these different types of databases and systems for myself. And if it's something that you want to do, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so that way you can be notified. But I'm gonna be uploading these videos talking about Notion and how I'm using it for my life and business on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, this is pretty much an overview of what is to come this year. I advise that you sit back if you can and right now try to come up with a word or a theme. I have some prompts that can help you. I wrote them down and they're going to also be in my Notion template as well. But try to think of a theme or a word. I'm putting this up right here that you want to stand behind for 2024. Keep you focused, keep you grounded. So whatever that word is for you, you can go ahead and think of that, or a theme. My thing is not a theme, right? I'm more about a word that means something to me. That's a part of who I am. And then also try to imagine what your dream life looks like, whether that's in business or personal. What does that look like for you? And then the third prompt would be, what interests or hobbies do you want to explore this year? Me, I have a list of areas of interest, which I call AOIs. I already have it in my Notion life operating system. And I list all of my interests. I mean, all of them: email marketing, affiliate marketing, digital product creation, development, metacognition, life design. I mean, I listed a gang of stuff that I already am interested in because I already read the books, do the courses, go online, research it, because those things are fun to me. So you need to think about those things of interest to you. What hobbies or interests that you want to dive deeper into this year? It might be one thing, it might be a multiple of things, but these things need to be fun to you. Also, number 4, how will you contribute to your community or to the world this year? Your community can be your audience. Your community can be your family or your church or whoever you feel like is your community. Your group of friends is like your friendship community. How are you going to contribute to them this year, or your business or the world in and of itself? Like me, I have plans to help my community get more focused, because a lot of people in my community have a lot of interest and they find it hard to niche down and create a business because it's so many things that they want to do. So I help them hone in on that, and I'm gonna be creating templates to these Notion platforms as well, so that way you can have access, or my community can have access to these types of tools that will help them. And that's what it's about, helping other people. I know you probably hear the dogs barking because in the music playing, because it is New Year's, y'all. But number 5, how do you plan to challenge yourself this year? Like, step out of your comfort zone. To me, my challenge is going to be this year, stop drinking Pepsi. I'm making the habit tracker for that, and you will see that on Thursday. But I'm trying to cut back on the sugar. My body is addicted to it. I don't know if you realize how much Pepsi I drink, but it needs to stop, because I want to look more so toward health. I'm not a healthy person, like a health buff type of individual. However, I am starting to get a little older, and I'm not a diabetic or I don't have any health issues. But again, I don't want them, right? So I need to start taking the necessary steps. I didn't had enough playtime, right? So now it's time to buckle down, because as you get older, you can't do all the things you used to do when you was younger. These pounds start to stack on, So it's time to take a different approach in my lifestyle. So that is something I'm going to be working on, and that's going to be a challenge. So far as stepping out of my comfort zone, I will be implementing some things within my business that I haven't done before. And I'm switching gears a little bit this year in 2024 because I'm more focused on productivity and being effective and efficient and without being overwhelmed. So I'm taking a different approach just because I'm a single member LLC. This is great for a one person business type of setup because not only are you trying to manage everything in your business, if you're a mom or have a family, you're trying to manage that too. And you all know, us women, we tend to hold a lot of weight on our shoulders, whether men realize that or not. But we are the stronger species, and I dare you to debate that in the comments. I don't think a lot of men can handle what a lot of us women deal with, but I'm just saying. I digress. But it's all in fun, but for real though. So number 6 is, what financial goals do you have for this year? It could be a combination of both your job income and your business income, or it could be, hey, I want to replace my job income and completely quit my job. Like, what does that look like for you? What are the financial goals that you have for this year? Also, what destination will you want to travel to this year? And that's something I need to focus more on myself. I want to get out and at least go somewhere with my family as a whole. The challenging part about that is because my children are adults. Well, the majority of them are grown now. So it's kind of hard to get everybody in one place at one time because everybody don't have the same off days. And if I did plan something like I did in the past, one of my older sons, they didn't have the time, the PTO, paid time off to use. So things like that. It's trying to get everybody in the same place. And that gets harder as the kids get older to get them all in the same place because everybody's jobs and managers work different, right? So, but I really want to put something together where we can all travel together as a whole, as a family, because that's one of my forever values, which is in my life operating system, which you're going to learn more about in this Notion series that I'm doing. And last but not least, how will you celebrate the wins and the milestones along the way? Now, this I haven't quite figured out for myself yet, because when you're a mom, or even if you're a single mom, you're so used to not doing self-care enough, right? Because you would give up your self-care for your family. And I find that I struggle with that. So knowing how I'm going to celebrate, like I'm not used to celebrating like myself. Like I don't know what to do yet, right? So I don't know how I would celebrate it, considering I find joy in doing for other people. But I do know that I need to do more for me. And but that's hard when all of your life, or for so many years, you've been doing for everybody else, like your husband or your kids or your mom, if you have, elderly parents. When you've been a person that gives and gives and gives so much, it's hard to sit back and think about the things that you want or the things that make you happy, because normally you're happy because you're doing for others. Sometimes doing for others is what makes you happy, or what you feel like make you happy. But at the end of the day, you need to do something for you. And that's something I'm going to work on. So my daughter just walked in right now because I'm trying to get some coffee because I don't have no Pepsi. But I hope this was helpful, and we have some more things to come. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.